In this video, I want to give you a piece of advice that will really help your child become the best that they can possibly be as you raise them as a parent. I'm kind of rocking the Rocky shirt here today because I wanted to kind of emphasize just excellence and achievement and growing and becoming the absolute best you can be. And I wanted to teach you something that I learned from two different people and have kind of thought about and combined in a way that I thought you might find interesting. The first piece of advice I got was with an interview I recently did. I've linked to that interview below. It was with John Taylor Gatto, who wrote the book, a bestseller for Weapons of Mass Instruction. And in this book, he lays out a fantastic argument of why if you should just run like hell away from any sort of public school system, and quite frankly, any private school system that uses the same formula of classrooms and bells and assignments of worthless information. I won't go into that argument here, but it's a fascinating argument. If you're thinking about public school or not, or different ways to educate your child, listen to the interview and get his book. And anyways, in his book, his main argument is that intentionally, the school system was designed to turn your child into a robot that would just take orders. And it's specifically designed to kill creativity, ambition, and focus, and a bunch of other things that determine success with your child. And so after the interview was all done, and he laid out the argument, a very convincing argument, I asked him one question. So what can people do to fight against this? And here's what he said. He said, the number one thing that you can do, and the number one thing that's been killed, is that children do not have the ability to be resourceful. They are trained to go somewhere to look for the answer and have it given to them, not to actually discover the answer by themselves. So here's this guy, John Taylor Gatto, best-selling author, saying resourcefulness is the key. Now I want to segue. The second piece of advice, I was listening to a chat, a talk, on hiring employees. Again, I know it's not technically related to parenting, but hear me out. On hiring employees, and this was by a guy who's mastered the art of interviewing for Fortune 500 companies and really perfected the process of hiring great people. And he said the number one characteristic that they look for great people, guess what it is? Resourcefulness. So if these experts are saying that the number one characteristic your kid is going to need to have to make it in the world and to make it on his own and become either a great entrepreneurial success or a great person for a company, either way, they have to master resourcefulness. And so I want to give you one tip for how to do that better with your child. If you could do just one thing, I would say stop making your child's choices for them. My son has this habit. He's 2.5 years old right now, and he likes to play with puzzles. And he's just learning puzzles, and he's getting pretty good at it. But one question he likes to ask me is, Daddy, does this go there? And probably most parents would say, yes, that does, no, that doesn't, turn it, those sorts of things. Those are bad questions. Instead, ask these types of questions. Respond with a question. Say, does that go there? My son's name's Jimmy. So I say, Jimmy, does that go there? And he'll go, no, or yes. You see, they actually know the answer, and we just need to have them go to themselves for the answers and to resources and help them discover the solution on their own. Do not spoon feed them solutions like our school systems do. And if you'd like some more tips and tricks for turning your child into a super high achieving, full potential type of person, I want you to go to the URL Parenting for Success. It's a product that I've put together on how to not just teach resourcefulness, but teach willpower, teach self-motivation, teach overcoming fear, and a lot of other skills that your child is going to need to make it in this world. And I think it's a great resource that you will highly enjoy. So go listen to the interview and check out that course, and I'll look forward to talking to you soon.